Brews and Banner Podcast. What up? Welcome to Brews and Banner Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I got water, I got, juice or whatever. It's like, y'all need twin legs? Matter of fact, I do.
My question to everybody is, does Delaware have an actual culture? This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
We could be superstars.
Hey bro, is that Jambo?
What is that stakes for us? Yeah, we could be superstars. And so we found on the spinning tops.
Say you my nigga, I'm be your killer. Nobody gonna play with you when I'm with you. Go against any nigga like fuck this deal. Speed on third on bitches. I put it in for you, I stand for you. Whatever you with.
Kodak be rapping his life away, but that nigga voice be just so.
He got his voice tough. His voice is tough.
Tough, all right.
What up? Welcome to Bruising Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rockin' and the brew. We're happy to fuel. And I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, Legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, fellas?
What up?
Hi.
What is going on, everyone? How you guys doing out there?
All right. How's everybody's week been going?
Shit.
Great week, man.
Or
Yeah.
what are you looking for the start of the week? Because technically Sunday is the start of the week.
And
Yeah, and this is what we're doing at the start of our week. We're right here.
Yeah, we're right here, kicking it off with a.
looking forward to a great show.
Yo, I'm
Absolutely.
looking forward to some nice weather this week because it's cold as a motherfucker right now.
Listen,
I mean, today it is spring forward. So if you listen to this on Tuesday and you did not know that, you've been late to work 2 fucking days.
get to work, bro. Look at your phone. Your phone do it for you.
In
Jesus
3 days,
Christ.
3 days if you work on Sunday.
If you know call no show, you about to get fired. Go to work on Wednesday.
Yo, I got a question though. Like, okay, so this was a question that I was thinking about when Spring Forward popped up. So, like a nigga that lives on the border on that line between Eastern Standard Time, right?
Right.
And what's the next one? Central.
Central.
Right. Say if I live in Eastern Standard, but I work in Central. Whose time am I going off of?
I was thinking the same type of thing. Like, what if you work overnight? Do you work 7 hours? And then when we fall back, do I work 9 hours? Like, how my shift go? Because like as soon as it hit 2 o'clock, it said 3. Like that shit went 2, 3.
No, you went.
It actually, it does go that way. Like they will ask you to do like an extra hour.
It happened to me before.
Or-
I think about it.
Oh, so you just got fit.
Always take off that night. Always take off that
Yeah,
day.
you basically have the option to leave at your end time, right? Or you can
Or
work
work
an
an
extra
hour.
hour.
That's
They usually try to ask you to work.
So
an
what
extra
happens
hour.
when we fall back? Y'all do I get to leave an hour early?
Hell no,
Technically-
it ain't giving you that option.
I mean, because it be 3 o'clock and that thing jump right to that thing fall back to 2.
Yeah,
Man, the white man does
that
not
seem
give you that
unfair.
option.
No, technically that's the same. It works the same way though.
All right, make sure
I did the
we're gonna
overnight.
check back in. We're gonna check
Yeah.
back in with you. Come fall back, and I need to know that I get my hour back. That's because that's ignorant. They make me work extra, then ask me to work extra on both ends. That's like they owe me 2 hours.
It comes like overtime, kind of, right?
No, it's not overtime.
It
You
just
gotta get
becomes
41 hours to get
Yeah,
overtime.
either way, it just becomes optional. Either way, it comes
I'm saying,
out.
So that
it's a
week
little
I get
extra.
39 hours, or next week I get next month I get 41 hours.
No, you're still getting technically the 40. You're still getting technically 40.
Right,
You
I
already work.
take that. I'm fine with that, but don't ask me to work extra. That don't seem
Right.
ethical
Like
at
Devin
all.
said, it's optional.
It's
So
optional.
I mean,
Hopefully.
either
I feel like that.
I know
it's
that's
an
how
option for them
Amazon
to-
did it
I
before.
feel like this.
No, Amazon did
to
it.
pay you or not. Like I feel like they don't have the like if you don't work, we're not going to pay you. That's,
Right.
that's an option that we have. I don't like that. I don't like that option. Pay me. I'm
Hey,
here.
my fault. The time changed.
Right, I didn't do this. This is some harvest shit from generations ago. It don't even make sense.
You know,
now.
some people, when time goes back, in October, some people didn't even change their clocks. They just rocked it
Right,
and just
tough.
left it.
That's
And just
tough.
left it the way it is because they figured,
It's gonna go back.
March is gonna go back. It's gonna go forward again anyway.
That's 6 months
Right,
out
that's
the
a
year.
lot.
and I'm,
Right,
I'm
that's
just-
a lot of.
It's just like knowing that clock is a
I feel
an
like that's
hour.
lazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's,
that's
just
not
lazy.
even
It's just
lazy.
two
It's like-
buttons. It's like boom,
You
boom.
always mad. 'cause
It's
you
like, you know what? I ain't
always
changing.
early. You
Always
always early. So you
early.
mad that everybody else ain't early.
And then
And
in
no
March,
matter what,
in March
your
come,
phone-
your
your
ass just
phone
making it to
don't-
work.
Your phone don't give you the option. Your phone don't ever give you an option, so you always know what time. it is.
A lot of devices these days don't give you the option
Yeah.
unless you're going straight digital clock.
I was
Like
in
off
I
of the
was in a car
stove
this-
or the
I was in a car
microwave.
this morning with the time change, and that thing was messing me up. I couldn't change the time yet because I was driving. They won't let you turn. And I'm like, is it 5? I think it's 6. It was tough.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, my car do it automatically too. I guess because it's a satellite in the car, so
Yeah.
it did it.
Probably so.
Okay.
I think my satellites is turned off in my car.
But sometimes
Okay.
you can. I think you can sometimes cancel out or have the option, I guess, to not
Yeah.
have it change. But
Mhm.
that is some stubbornness. Like, you know what?
Like,
They
you know
gonna
what?
do
I ain't
this
changing.
time.
Right, 6
They
months.
gonna
I'll
change
wait.
this shit.
I'll
I'm
wait till
waiting.
the fall.
I don't even. Yeah, like it's
I
crazy.
mean,
It's so weird to me, but
Because
Ain't no
Benjamin
problem
Franklin,
with
I
it.
think, started it, right? It wasn't. It was more. I was
It's for
reading something.
farmers, wasn't it?
It wasn't just
It's
for farmers. It was something else he was trying to do.
I thought
Damn,
he just
I-
wanted
I-
the people to get up
I
earlier.
just-
to-
I just read it too, and dang. Oh well, it must not have been that impressive.
It probably wasn't.
It ain't
It didn't
He was
move.
like- he probably was like, "That's dumb." And just kept it moving.
I mean, obviously, it was a capitalist type of thing for it, obviously. But I don't
Yeah.
remember.
It's just to make people unhappy.
Or maybe
Oh,
maybe
man.
it was still farmers. Maybe
You
it was
unhappy
something
about
about
Yeah,
being able to farm more or some shit. I don't know.
wow.
I just wish we
It
could
is-
get
They
the,
even
I
got
just
the
wish we
end
could
date.
get
They
the
got the-
hour. I wish there was some way that I could, in the springtime, I could get the extra hour instead of losing the hour. Even though I don't really lose it.
Right, because your body
You
is
in the
already
Matrix.
No, I feel like I lost it today because
Oh
today
no,
I've
the
been
jet lag,
tired
the jet
as
lag
fuck
of it all
today.
is real. The
Yeah,
hour loss
like,
is real.
I
Like,
Yo,
I've been
that-
tired today.
yeah.
I just
I had
slept
a-
till like 5.
And I do feel a little refreshed in the fall when we when it
Yeah.
get dark, start getting dark a little early. That day
Well,
was
that's
like,
why they tell you to
this
go.
ain't so
They
bad.
tell you to go to sleep hour
early or whatever they
you
normally would.
I don't listen to that.
Yo, I
Right,
had
no
a-
one does.
Yo, rock out.
we go
Go
about
to
the
sleep
clock.
an hour late, you'll feel
go by the clock.
fine. You lie.
Right. Yo, because I had an incident that happened in my bar
An incident.
at 1 o'clock. Right.
You say in your bar.
At
Yeah,
your
at his
bar.
crib. At his bar in his
You got
crib.
Yoda's
Yeah,
place?
Yoda's spot.
Oh,
My
I
bar.
thought he was charging. I'm like, damn.
Right, I was like, oh.
Nah. So, but I ain't know it.
Keep up, people. Keep up.
I woke up and I went to the kitchen and I noticed that my floor was wet in the bar. So I cleaned it up, right? But when I looked at the clock on the stove, it said it was 1 o'clock. By the time I got back in the bed, it was like going there. It was going on like 3.
He was in the Matrix. That's
like,
sucks,
what
man.
the happened?
Sucks.
No way it took me that fucking long.
Yo, it took you 3 hours. 3 hours to
Yo,
mop the floor.
yeah,
you
that would
slow
trip me
motherfucker.
out.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that would trip me out.
Yeah,
Yo.
that was the wrong time to clean, bro.
You was probably like, oof.
Because
What
I
kind
looked
of
so cold in the
what
room.
kind of
Yeah,
what kind
it
of
was
Cheech and Chong did I do today?
145. It was 145. You
I'm
stopped
fucking
cleaning.
tired.
It was
I was like, oh
3:15.
shit, I lost time. What just happened?
It took you a half an hour, but it really took you like 85 minutes.
Mm.
All right,
Yeah,
before we go
trash.
too further on, we
We could talk about time all day. We talked
Right.
about time last week.
We did. What are we drinking today, fellas? Yo, what you drinking on?
I got the from Smoketown Brewing Station, Smokestack,
Ooh,
that black IPA.
Ooh.
This is
What that look like?
6.5%. Huh?
I said, what that look
6%.
like in the can?
What that look like, my man?
Yo,
Is that
let
where
me
you
tell you
going?
what it look like. Down to Maryland. Let's see
Okay.
where at in Maryland.
Oh my goodness.
Brunswick, Maryland. Right.
Okay.
But this is it's crazy because this is an IPA.
Sheesh.
It's a black IPA. So it looks like a stout or like a dark porter or something.
Mhm.
But I think that's what's throwing me off about it, because when I sip it, I want to kind of taste that. It's not a bad IPA, but it just throws me off because when you're drinking it, it doesn't seem like it should be an IPA because
it's black.
It's mind bending you. It's mind bending you a little bit.
Your brain all up. You're like, yeah, I'm about to sip. This is gonna have some chocolate or some cocoa flavor to it, and no. Mm-mm.
Just straight
It tastes
IPA.
like IPA.
Right.
Yeah.
Tastes like IPA.
Not-
though.
Yeah, it's just not aggressive on the hops.
Okay.
You can taste the citrus in it, but the hops ain't too bad. So
Okay.
it's I could drink another one of these.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pass
I
you
could pass
another.
one. Yeah.
All right. All right. Dev, what you drinking on?
Man, I every now and then I go down to the beer fridge and rediscover shit, that's in there, that's been in there, or
Got pushed to the back.
got pushed to the back, whatever. Yeah, you just sometimes you just be like,
Oh,
you know
shit.
what?
Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Heck, I didn't even realize I had this in here. And what did I discover? I discovered a Crowns and Hops Urban Anomaly American Stout that I had tucked in there.
Not a Crowns and Hops. You got the Crowns and Hops. What's
Yeah. Well, it was just mixed in there. It wasn't like to the
Right.
back because the refrigerator ain't that deep.
that?
But it sounded good when we said push to the
Yeah,
back.
It sound like you had an industrial fridge.
I got all my black shit pushed to the front. And
What you
everything.
saying? How to get mixed? How to get pushed?
How to
to the
get
back,
pushed to the back. I'm like, okay. Because some rows of the fridge, like if they're not tall enough, you have to like lay them on their side. And so you don't really get that good view of everything.
Mhm.
So anyway, I found this great Urban Anomaly. It's a 6%. As everyone knows that is watching and listening, Crowns and Hops is out of Inglewood, California. So this is brewed with chocolate wheat, aka that good. That's what the can says, ladies and gentlemen. And as we know, like Crowns and Hops, they're all about enhancing the palate, building community, all that good stuff. But the color of this joint is that good dark coffee, traditional stout. The flavors you definitely taste. I feel like in this chocolate wheat, you definitely taste the chocolate. I don't know really what chocolate wheat tastes like. I taste the chocolate. I taste this, the coffee brew of it, but it's definitely a pass me another. So cheers.
All right. Lou, what you drinking now?
Man.
See his face when he tasted
Man.
it. He was like, "What,
Bro, this
Every sip.
so this is Imprint Beer Company. This is a slushy smoothie.
Smoothie.
A
There it
slushy
is.
smoothie. It don't.
There it
It
is.
don't pronounce that way. It don't. Those letters don't say that. It's called the blurriest. Can y'all see that? In that thing?
You're right there. You go.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Yeah.
It says it's slushy plus smoothie,
Mhm.
banana, coconut, mango, raspberry, blackberry, and marshmallows.
That's a lot going on.
There's a lot. It's a whole lot going on. That's what it looks like. Imprint is challenging what beer is.
Mhm.
I had a smoothie this morning. It's very
Same
similar.
profile.
It's very similar to the same profile, except I could taste a slight tint of alcohol in this.
Right.
And the
Okay.
other ones, I knew it wasn't no alcohol in that. But I feel like after drinking this, I'll be healthier almost. Like,
Oh,
like
Or not.
because of the
tastes
smoothie
like-
in it.
or not, or be wasted. You know what I mean? Like it's either
Healthy, wasted. Okay, healthily.
because you can it tastes
Healthily
nothing.
Healthily
Healthily wasted. You can taste nothing but the fruits in here.
Yes.
It masks the
Fruits and berries.
Yeah, it's like if you poured some gin in your smoothie. This
Mhm.
is I couldn't be drinking these all day. This is like a treat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's definitely like a dessert beer, like
Okay.
an after dinner, after lunch
Right.
type of beer.
Mhm.
But this is good, man. This is like way to push the envelope on. No, like traditional beer drinkers is like this ain't beer.
Mhm.
But this is beer. So cheers. Pass me another.
Nice.
What they do is that they if you got a sweet tooth and you want to drink a beer or two, then you grab one of those. And
This
you
is a
set.
gateway scent. Like if a health nut that drink like wants to try to drink beer, like this is a gateway for them.
They be like, "Bitch, look at all these fruits in here."
Right. Taste it. Like, man,
that's how they're gonna do it. Hey, look at all that fruit.
but being as well has like this purple on the this is a different type of purple.
Yeah.
When they say it like Yoda just said it, they'll be what? Healthily, what was it?
Healthily wasted.
Healthily wasted. All
Yeah.
aggressively. They say.
Imprint, if you ever need some marketing, healthily wasted, you heard it here first.
I
Right,
think
this is what y'all doing. I don't know what the percentage. It didn't say the ABV on here at all.
Probably around 6. Yeah.
You think 6? I was thinking a little less than that because
they know around that.
Okay, because it's hidden. All that 6 is hidden. This tastes like a 3 or a 1.
Ta-da!
When you hit his head on that wall,
I'm gonna sleep slow. I know. Look, I know my limits. I'm only drinking one of
it's
these.
like a 1.
A 1. Dang.
Oh man, a 1 and done. But yeah, Rob G, what are you drinking on this week, sir?
I am drinking from Iron Hill Brewery right here in Wilmington, Delaware, the backyard. King's Gold. It's an American Pilsner. It is actually the 2001 gold medal winning American Pilsner. King's
nice.
Gold. Where is it?
I like that can.
Oh, there. And there's the King.
Yeah, I see gold.
He look like Scar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Scar all the way.
That's a nice tattoo.
Yeah, it is. That would be a nice tattoo.
Okay.
You're right.
That's what you see. You saw
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Tattoo artist did that. Maybe.
Yeah. Or maybe you think I'll get a new one right on your back. That's
Yep.
I look at a nice back tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see a lot of crying in your future.
What part of your back?
I need you gotta get your whole back, right?
Nah, the bottom.
You better do that on-
Bottom.
Yeah,
You better do that on-
that's where I thought he was going with it.
Let me get the tramp stare.
Oh shit.
Oh, that lion.
But there it is, the nice gold color. It is the gold right there.
that's
So
gold. Yeah,
Right. That's real Pizzle like.
yeah, it's I mean, I love a good Pilsner. It's clean, refreshing, everything a Pilsner should be. It's a beer is beer. So I see why I won.
And Pilsner, is they say is the I don't want to say hardest, but it is I would say the most challenging style of beer. Like to get it,
you can't hide
stuff in it, right?
It's the beer that people judge. Like, I want to taste your Pilsner when I go to your brewery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Garrett Oliver said that. That's like if you want to really know how a brewery is, taste their Pilsner. Because like stout, you can throw a whole lot.
What about if you go
to
to Imprint though? I doubt that they make a Pilsner.
I don't know.
They might.
They might have something in there.
Just because they have to, because this seems like this is their wheelhouse.
That may be their like their biggest thing is the smoothies, but
yeah. We saw the writing on the cooler, but they also had an ESB, right? Is that what?
They was gone.
It was gone though. It was gone though, so I didn't get a chance to taste it. But I was like, oh man, maybe next time. All right, some good brews for everyone's enjoyment. I didn't say pass me another up, but pass me
Oh man, you did all that hand homage and flower giving and didn't give it a pass me.
Yeah, shout out to Iron Hill. I guess, but I don't even know if they put Wilmington, Delaware on here because they're everywhere now.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly.
They in Pennsylvania, aren't they in Jersey too?
Then they start here though. So
I think
they got one on
the
somewhere
riverfront, and then Newark.
Mm-hmm.
They're the first two.
Oh, was it? I thought one.
I was thinking about one there.
What, the media one in Pennsylvania?
Maybe not.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Then I didn't know. I just thought Iron Hill was Delaware, so I'm gonna go with what I said.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Go with that because I don't know, so no one can tell you wrong.
You don't lie to
until they tell me wrong. I am right. Yes, I believe that. Thanks,
All
guys.
right. So what is going on? Anybody got anything?
Pop Tops.
I mean, there's a couple
Pops.
things that are I guess
it's been brewing.
I guess not big news, but it happened.
We got something to do with Kanye.
It doesn't. I mean, you can start Kanye. You can always start with Kanye.
Kanye always in the news.
That's not where I was going, but yeah, Kanye. I mean, Donda is officially certified gold. I mean, platinum. So that's his 10th studio album.
Congratulations!
That's awesome. Congratulations! Yay! Congratulations! That's big.
What about Donda 2?
Well, nobody. They can't certify because they ain't going. They can't put it on the charts because it's only on that stream.
On this
the streamer thing.
Oh wow!
Stream deck. Somebody said, "Are we going backwards?" Somebody said we going backwards because that's an iPod.
Right. Nah, but that shit actually, it's actually genius though. Like, if you think about it.
Not to me, because I ain't gonna buy that shit to watch.
Just to hear his stuff. It's just like buying. It is. It's like buying a CD.
But
it's like buying a
I
CD.
think you could do a lot more for it.
You could do a lot more with it. Yeah.
Right.
And then like even with just
What?
his album being on
What
there,
is a lot more? What's a lot more?
Like-
Hold on. What's a lot more?
like I'm pretty sure that's not the only thing you can listen. It's like a
Well, no,
Bluetooth
they
speaker,
talked about it. There's a lot of
Yeah.
things that can come with it, and the ability to
you could take out
take out
music.
beats and take out beats and music and lyrics and stuff like that. So it allows you to hear it in different ways. So there's a lot of things you can do it. But it's also I don't forget when the thing was forward compatibilities, but there are some things in the future that will come down the pike into the stream player if you bought one.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it's a good mark. I mean, as long as he got something to do with the stem player, because I don't know how much like he's into, like that's his product or.
Well, he said he's getting down to tech or something. But if the rumors were true, I know people are like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, a great move. But if the rumors were true, where he sold $2 million worth of it, but Apple offered him $100 million, I don't know. Was it a good deal? I don't know.
$100 million is more than that's a lot more than two.
Is that when the way they look at it is that it may not be look good now, but
in the future,
future it will.
Is he giving up ownership if it's on a streaming platform? Can Witch Call took hers away anytime she wanted it, she brought it back.
Who's that? Beyonce or something? Oh, Taylor Swift.
So
in the IRA.
In the IRA, yeah.
Everybody on Spotify can close their shit down anytime they want.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like anyway. I'm not sure.
And it might not have been true. He might have put that out there to say like, yeah.
Because he do put a lot of shit out there to make people think about it. Like, what's going on here? Like,
because all the stuff that y'all said is going to happen ain't happened yet. So did he just say it? It may not happen.
Well, this. I mean, I think the technology is not his. Mm-hmm. So that's why the news about what it can do, the capabilities. That's what I was looking for.
Man, that nigga be in meetings with aliens and shit, yo. You know how the aliens are high tech. He be in meetings with them and discussing that type of shit with them. I'm telling you, it's gotta be.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right.
It's gotta be. Sure, he's still upset about his kids being on TikTok. Now that's one thing I could say that he might get over. Like,
I guess he got a right to feel away about it, but if he's somewhere else and he's not there, I mean, it's gonna be hard to keep her off of it.
Even if he is there, my thing is that like it's TikTok. Let the kid be a kid. I mean, plus y'all niggas.
What do you expect? What do you think she's gonna do on the TikTok?
I don't know.
What's going on, Rod?
Can't he call her and just be like, baby, this is what you can't do on the TikTok?
Right? Yeah, he could give her guys instead of blasting his ex-wife. He definitely could.
And
he could do a better approach.
You know what the worst? Like he's blasting his daughter.
Right.
Nobody really even knows that his daughter got a TikTok until he tell people that his daughter got a TikTok. He famous, not his daughter.
Well, Kim Kardashian. It's because
I'm
Kim
sure
Kardashian
know.
is on there, so
we
people
might
know.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't know. Like now more people. It gets to more people when daddy telling his baby business. Like keep your baby business quiet.
But I don't even think he cares, man. I swear.
He don't because the whole point is that he don't want people looking on the TikTok. But when you use your platform, you making more people want to view the TikTok.
I think he just likes to keep his name out there. That's it. It don't matter.
Yes.
Because I heard he also appears in.
Not for the sake of your kids.
Right.
That's not. That's not.
Man,
genius.
listen, man. That when two people like them have kids, man, those ain't regular kids. That's a brand.
You're right.
I understand what you're saying, but they all are regular kids. Like they're not regular kids, but they still kids. They're still kids.
Yeah, that kid gonna have a Bentley by the time that kid gonna be.
Oh yeah, that part.
14.
I mean, Kim was the same way. Kim ain't never been poor,
and she ain't no regular kid.
And Kanye don't remember being poor. It seems like so.
Right, more of his life.
He was like, "What?
Why his rich days outweighed the poor days."
No, he just said he was broke not too long ago when he said houseway. He said he was broke then. So
yeah,
he wasn't happy with the percentages he was getting.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
he wasn't happy with the cut
of the deal.
Right.
Well, that's his whole idea. That's his whole reason for going to the streaming platform is because his whole reason is that artists only get 12% royalty on these normal platforms. So he's like, that might be a lot to some who's not getting it, but that's an oppressive system that we're making all the music, we're making all the product, and I'm only getting 12%.
So what?
Off
why
of
would you make
off
his
of
own
these
streaming
streaming
system then? Make it. I mean,
That's
why doesn't the whole game just be changed? Like I don't understand.
why just
Everybody all artists keep complaining about it, but there's nothing
Well,
there's no unions. There ain't nothing that they can do to
not
change this because it's
not
ridiculous.
really. I
It's
mean, think
absolutely ridiculous.
well, think about it. Like that's how.
12% is dumb as shit.
Well, I think that's why like other streaming platforms, like obviously Tidal was introduced by like artists all coming together and basically saying like you can have you can have your music here, and
Right.
you have a lot more control of it.
Mhm.
But I don't think it's just that easy. I mean,
I know
these
that.
conglomerates have been out there forever.
I know.
They've been
I
controlling
think
it.
it's also-
They got it on lock.
I think it's also loyalty. I mean, everybody said. I mean, you look at all the people that came on Tidal, but then you look over and see every people on Apple. And it's like they ain't loyal to other artists. So I was like, hey, shit, it's free for all. Do what you want to do. So it's not like they were like they didn't shut down. I think Apple got bigger when Tidal came on. Spotify got bigger.
So even if you're an independent artist, if you're on iTunes or Spotify or whatever, they only giving you 12% of your streams.
Correct.
Probably
12%.
Nigga, Jay-Z and Beyonce on Spotify and iTunes,
Right.
and they the ones who like solidified
Yeah,
Tidal.
Well, they're part of the ownership, but the thing is, they release their music specifically like on their first, like music that doesn't drop yet,
Yo, who
like
cares?
on other platforms, they drop it on their own. You know what I mean?
that's still
It
the
drives
case,
the
though?
traffic and attention
Matter.
to
Everything
theirs.
leaked, man. Still to this day, shit is leaked all the time. So,
And I think they sold it to Jack. So why didn't Kanye just buy it from to Jack Dorsey, Twitter guy? So why didn't Kanye just like, yo, if you want, I can't do Kanye's voice because if you want to get, I don't know Kanye's voice.
Yeah, just talk like Rob. Talk like yourself. Doing time.
But that's how he would, because he talks so aggressive. That's how he probably talked to J2. How come you ain't called me? I wanted it. You know what I mean? And that's how he probably did it. But if he's trying to buy I heard he was trying to buy the Denver Broncos, him and Antonio Brown. That's an interesting combination.
right, two top niggas buying it.
But okay. What else is going on? You have Sean Watson is not being criminally charged for his massages. I guess that's the only way I could say.
What are they, massages?
He was
What they
supposed
were
to be
at
having sexually
massages
harassed
plus.
the massage therapist.
Yes.
He told
Yes.
them that he wanted more than they were willing to give.
Right, but then I guess they
This
they
is
looked
not
at
a
it,
massage parlor, Deshaun. This is
and this was only in Texas. So there's other places that this happened, but Texas was the only one that brought criminal charges up, and they did not go through. So they brought it to the grand jury, and the grand jury decided not to bring up any charges. So that probably ends that, because if it didn't happen in Texas, I doubt if it happened anywhere. If you can't,
yeah, they said it's only civil cases up
Endings?
against him now.
Huh?
Say it again.
What is looking for happy endings or
He
something?
was looking for
well, that's
something.
what he said. He said,
Yeah.
"It's my inner thigh that's always his higher inner thigh that's right."
Bro.
I don't know.
I mean,
Right,
I
need a-
have
need a-
requests when I go to the massage place.
You say
I'm
higher
like,
inner thigh?
what do you say?
No,
my dick's
I-
tight.
Hey, all I'm saying is, if I'm
Listen.
paying my $100 an hour or whatever the price is, I want them
check
to concentrate on a certain area that's
This-
hurting.
We gotta think about this though. Like Deshaun Watson is a whole different type of. He's getting the whole type. Like he should have a masseuse or a massage therapist on staff
Right, his own.
that understands
I think he
my
does.
my upper thigh needs to be worked out, and it's always a professional situation.
He just
Well, I
needs to
think-
go to the
Because if
sports.
he's
He needs to go to the
saying-
sports department of.
Yeah, if he's telling
no, they
some
weren't doing
random girl that's at the thing and
No,
she
he-
making however much money plus tips, and he want his inner thigh rubbed.
From what I
Like
from
she,
what I
she may
remember,
do it,
he
or
was
she
getting
may
he was
not.
getting recommendations from his the one when she couldn't do it. He would give recommendations.
That's the thing,
Off
girl.
of
Keep that
IP.
money to yourself. Stop
But she
that.
couldn't do it. She got vacation. She got a little life. She got
Listen,
Sorry,
he
she
was
gonna
getting-
be beating this meat off like oh.
if I
He
can't
was
do it,
getting
I
like 2
see.
a
She
week.
need to make this is disrespectful, I think, but she need to make sure that the girls that's going do it, like
right, yeah,
that are willing to
that's
do
true.
it. She can't just be
All this is
random. Like,
allegedly.
hey,
I don't know.
Deshaun. Hey, Deshaun.
Actually,
that girl right there, she may do it. Like, no, he got to know,
Right?
Because you doing it.
He
Nasty.
said everything was consensual. He said he did. It's not like he didn't. These things did not happen. He said it was all consensual.
Yeah,
but see, this is the thing.
means
It's
that he
consensual
said-
for me to ask.
right?
But if I say no and you get mad, then the consent's gone. Like,
Yo, because I'll
you're
just say
harassing
no,
me now.
and then I'll, you know how much money I give you?
right.
Consensual.
Right, but if when is it harassment? Because if is it harassment from the initial ask, like yo,
I don't think so.
or is it after I continually ask you?
I think it's a continue.
I think it's the.
Okay.
I think you could ask anybody something.
The question once.
Like if he really is just saying, "Hey, I need you to, I need you to touch my inner thigh. Is really need some extra work." You know what I'm saying? And she's like, "No, I don't know what you're saying. I got your back though." Then it's over.
Wait, but what about my dick?
Right. then it's harassment. I'm harassed. I'm harassed.
Oh, because we're four guys, I'm asking the ladies.
Yeah,
when is
true.
harassment?
That's why I said
start?
this could be disrespectful because we don't have a woman's opinion. When does harassment become harassment? Because I guess it's each his
They
own.
can't answer that question though because we can be harassed. What do you mean?
Right, but just because this was a man,
Yeah.
talking to.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
women.
If you want to speak about being harassed,
Yeah, definitely. Man, I mean, I think there was a porn star said she was raping dudes out here a while ago.
See, that's the bullshit.
I don't. So it happens. So I mean, hey,
that's interesting.
He was trying to see how
They
far
didn't
that-
report it though.
She reported.
No,
it.
I think she was on a podcast or something, and she said it.
I was like, yeah,
And
we do
then-
this shit all the time.
So she got herself kind of canceled because she said
Yeah,
it. But
that's
she was
wrong.
like,
You shouldn't
she
be out here
said-
raping nobody.
but she said, "I'm a porn star, and I'm already canceled." No, that's what she said. That's what she said.
No, some of them are humanitarians. They do
Right.
a service.
I'm just
Mhm.
no.
They massaged the inner thigh.
Without question.
So now the trade gates are open. So we'll see what happens with that because he did lose a year, and I think the NFL is still doing an investigation. But if are they really doing an investigation, or
No,
they just
bro.
didn't want to just say it
It's
because
over.
right, exactly. They just didn't
Right.
want to
Their
right
investigation
out.
is let's see how this pans out.
Right.
Is the shield,
We
is the
don't
shield-
want to support or not. We don't want to support
Listen,
totally
is the
until we know the outcome.
NFL is the NFL shield still intact?
Right.
Then let the
That's
nigga
what they
play.
exactly.
Yo,
Nigga
But they were
NFL
like-
never investigates anything.
Right.
They say
No.
it all the time and never investigate.
Their investigation is what's
What's
the
going to
media saying?
happen?
What's the media saying?
Speaking of investigations in NFL, what y'all think about Calvin really getting suspended for a year for gambling for 5 days?
That's
For a year,
racist to me.
seems excessive. as
Right,
well.
a year.
Because there's people that did far worse things
Right.
and play like
Play
2 weeks
next week.
later.
Yes.
Like,
They play next week.
Beating the women and everything.
In the face. Okay,
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
Take a couple
Right,
weeks off,
listen.
take it off.
Yo,
Yeah.
the MVP of the league said, "I got a COVID. I got what do you say? I got vaccinated.
Right.
And didn't
That's
get
what-
vaccinated.
Right.
And his whole team lied and said, "Oh, he did get vaccinated, but he didn't get vaccinated. Guess how much time he lost?
Right.
Nothing.
Nothing.
He got paid for the games he didn't play.
Yeah, so it's a little,
So
bit,
it's-
especially when he shows that he only spent like $1,500. I think he bet games.
And it was when he was out with mental health
Right.
issues.
Right.
He
He
was in the
wasn't
middle of,
even with the team.
some type of mental health breakdown. And he's like, you know
Having
what?
a little fun.
Maybe
You know what I
gambling
mean?
to help.
Let me
And they
just
didn't.
go out and have do something normal.
Right.
But
You
guess
know
who
what I
turned
mean?
them in? Guess who turned them in? Fucking the
teammate.
website
Oh.
that did the bet.
Oh,
because they have a
They got a contract with the NFL. They supposed to.
Yeah, that's that
No.
Bashaki.
That's so that's the investigation, yo. That's the investigation that they did with that. They was like, oh,
Right.
DraftKings. Thank
caught
you
him.
for the paperwork. Thank
Right.
you for sending in all these emails.
He should, and when he come back next year, he should have a T-shirt that says "Fuck DraftKings."
Right.
Every
Right.
on his sneaker, he gonna write that.
This
Shit.
nigga gonna have FanDuel all over it.
He probably can't.
Allegedly. I don't know if it was DraftKings or FanDuel. I don't know who turned them in. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
You just know it was.
No, I don't. Yeah.
It probably
It was
was
just a site.
Caesar Sports
Caesar.
Book.
And what's crazy? He wasn't in Georgia when he did it because it ain't no gambling in Georgia. You can't gamble on your phone in Georgia, so he wasn't even like around the team or with the team. But
Right,
yeah,
and
you're
then
right.
you
You could beat
was out
somebody
here.
up, and you could lie about your COVID test and all the other stuff.
Yeah, right.
He
But
could have been
don't
doing
gamble on the shield. Don't
He
gamble
was
on
doing
the
it
shield.
above board too. It wasn't like he was doing the bookie.
He had his name out there. He was like, "Yo, my name is Calvin Ridley, and I gamble on this site."
Right.
It ain't nobody slipping no envelope to the bookie and be like, "Yo, put $500 on me tonight."
Mm-hmm.
And then you know what else is crazy, yo? People don't think that fantasy football is gambling, and it's gambling.
It
Like
is.
to a certain extent, it's gambling. Like you're projecting what players are going to do, and there are professional athletes that do fantasy sports shows while they're playing, and they'll be like, "Hey, you should draft my running back. He's going to have a good week this week."
Right.
How you think he know?
Why is that different?
Right? How's that different?
Right. It's not.
They getting paid. They getting paid two checks, one by the NFL and one by that site to do what they doing.
It must be a contractual thing in their contract that you can't gamble. That's the only thing. But still, there's a lot of shit that people have done worse.
Yeah, it's contract. It's contractually in your contract that you can't hit your girlfriend.
I don't know. Is it?
It ain't.
I feel like you know what?
Probably not.
You know what? The actual jargon is probably not in there. You're right. I apologize.
It probably should be like. I mean, it might say something detrimental to the team type of thing, but then they might not think that's detrimental to the team because I ain't know her. That's probably what they say. I ain't hit her. So what you gonna do? But it should be. But they are back in. They might get suspended because you get suspended for weed still, or because who just came back? Oh, that was NBA. Never mind. That was Tariq Evans that just got put back.
Was it weed? Was it weed for Tyreek though?
I don't know. It was some illegal substance. I don't know if they ever said what it was.
It had to be cocaine. All them niggas look like they smoke and drink Hennessy.
Yeah. Well, how'd I go to cocaine though? He said
it had to be cocaine. He said it had to be. That boy could have been doing a steroid. He could have been trying to stay in the league. He said cocaine.
That big body drug.
NBA, nigga. It's the NBA. They can get their hand on cocaine at any time.
Man, this is not the 80s. This is not the 80s. That's a different era of the basketball.
I don't know. Like Whitney said. What she say? Crack is cheap. Crack is whack. That shit is nobody don't do that. not in this one.
Oh my god.
Not in this level.
People snort Adderall and all that kind of stuff. So it's not really
snort Xanax.
You can do anything nowadays.
All kind of stuff.
So many legal drugs that you can obtain illegally and get popping. But I mean, crazy. I don't know. I wasn't going with Tyreek Evans. I don't even know how I got there. But, what else is going on? Ryan Coogler got arrested in Atlanta.
Yeah, I got a different of opinion, but I'm sure we can chop it up.
Hash it out. You start. Yeah. Since your opinion is different, you think it's
well.
Different.
I just was gonna say, the whole arrest. I've seen a couple different posts, just on my feed and everything about the fact that hey, who he is, his stat, his who he is. He's an industry guy. He wanted to be discreet about how much money he wanted to withdraw from the cashier or whatever, from the teller. And he went in there with sunglasses and a beanie rolled up on his head. To me, in my opinion, that isn't the best way to go into a bank and discreetly.
I want to rob a bank attire. He did
and then you slide a note on the back of your deposit slip to say, you know what I mean? I don't want to cause no scene.
No nothing. You causing a scene right now. I'm scared to death. I'm scared to death.
And a lot of people are supporting it, saying like, "Do you know who he is?" And she should have just did her product.
He got glasses on. He's trying to not be known. Right. That's what the whole message says. I don't want nobody to know who I am. I'm a burglar. That's what the fucking note said.
He gave his ID.
He gave his ID. Yeah, but
I think
still,
my only problem is, I don't have a problem with her having questions, but I think one, she doesn't have $12,000 in her cash register, so it had to go somewhere else. So her manager didn't say.
Hold on, right? He gave his ID.
He did give his ID. He gave his ID. He scribbled this note on the back that basically they blew up and it said, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I seen the note part.
You saw the note part
about he gave the ID.
He did.
He gave all his
information. Make a hey, sir, can you put your mask down so I can check his ID? It's $12,000 on the line right now.
That was his thing. He said they never asked her, and the last thing he said, she said, "Okay, I'm gonna take care of this." And then the next thing he heard was
police
guns on him.
So to me, poor judgment.
That's her protocol.
Yeah. Right.
Her protocol is
to ask her manager, elevator manager. He or she didn't say, "Sir, could you come over here for a minute?" You asked her to do it discreetly. Could you pull
What
down
do you
your
don't
mask,
think
take your glasses off,
she
something?
is? I'm asking questions because I don't know. Did she ask her manager? Did she go to her manager,
said-
or did she just went to call 911?
The 911 call did say she had asked, and her manager said, if you feel
Basically, use your best judgment. Kind of
He
thing.
just needs to switch banks. What it sounds like to me.
Well,
Right.
Bank of America is the bank.
It don't matter.
But here's the
But
thing,
nah, I'm saying
like,
that-
But he said he fine though. He said he talked. to
He
them,
said they worked
talked
it
to
out.
them, and he fine.
but it's
because
poor.
he took all his money out of it. That was working it out.
It's poor judgment, I think, on both parts because I know, and this isn't just, I'm on no level of Ryan Coogler, but anytime I've gone in to make a large withdrawal like that, I don't go to the teller to do it. I go to the customer service side. I work with the branch people inside, and I go kind of for my specific request there. To me, that's being discreet. The people inside the bank don't know why you're there. If you're going down, sitting at the thing, people are like, oh, he shouldn't have had to do that. But if you're trying to be discreet and you know she gonna have to count $12,000, $15,000, that ain't really being discreet standing there for like 20 minutes while she get this money ready.
I
You should
agree
be
with that.
over to the side where everybody else
But-
is not paying attention to you.
he said he does it all the time, so he must hit up. I mean, maybe in
Multiple
Atlanta,
banks.
or he was just trying to get to the strip club to spend $12,000, and
Right.
it didn't
Yeah,
work
nothing
out.
wrong with his ask of how much.
Well,
No,
To
he
me,
got
that
to-
wasn't
it's
the
his money.
most
It's
discreet
right.
way to do it.
Right, it was not.
Yeah,
Definitely
I'm
wasn't.
like, and
Poor
I'm
judgment
thinking,
on both.
and it's okay, and I'm thinking Ryan Coogler, he got more than just the $12,000 in that account.
Yeah.
I should be able to, I got you on speed dial, manager of the bank. Like,
Yeah, call
hey,
ahead. Like,
manager of
yo,
the
I'm
bank,
headed
coming,
there.
I'm coming, get my money ready.
Yeah,
Right, but-
get it ready.
But once the cops got there, they didn't have to put him in handcuffs because that was
I mean, no. I'm Ryan Coogler. Ryan
mean-
Coogler could still be robbing banks, man. Delonte West was out here doing crazy
Right.
shit before he got.
well,
You
but
never
he ain't.
know.
But he ain't down on his luck. He making he's in Atlanta making Black Panther 2.
Look, I'm just trying to be devil's advocate. But I'm just saying,
They did have
Man,
they had
I
a
just-
withdrawal
Superstar's
slip.
crazy.
He
Superstars
wrote
is
it.
nuts too.
He wrote it next to his withdrawal thing. Like they showed it. Like it was a
I think it.
withdrawal slip.
I
but
think
it
it
was
just
crazy.
both ways could have been handled much
Yeah,
better.
much better.
Ryan Coogler gotta pull his "I'm famous"
But
card
I'm
and
wondering if
call the
white
bank
boy-
first. And
And
that
you
way you
might-
need to verify that it's Ryan. Verify who it is before you get nervous.
That might
Because
be
a black
training.
man
If you
got a
saw some-
mask on, wrote you a note.
But
That
that's
might be
what the
training.
thing
If you
is,
see
like,
handwritten notes passed to you,
Man, if
call
he getting-
cops now.
Right.
But that's what. But if you say it like that, yes, exactly. But if he gonna write you a handwritten note with his ID,
right.
it's not a
Because my thing
problem.
is-
Yeah,
I
banks
give
don't.
you
People
my
ain't really
ID.
doing that, right?
Who passes
Like,
their
ain't
ID?
no-
What
Man,
Robert?
no
ain't
Robert
nobody
Bank.
want you to see
Here you go,
nobody's
my
like,
name is John
even if it ain't my
Davis.
ID, I'm not giving John Davis's
Right.
ID to
Well,
you.
I was listening to another podcast and they were saying her thought might have been not stick them up, guys. I got a gun. It might have been more like she might have thought it was scammers. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
could
but
fake
My
IDs
thing
and
with
stuff
that
like
is
that.
that
Distraction.
most of the time in that situation, if they're the way they're trained, I never heard of somebody going in the back and asking a supervisor or a manager to verify if maybe we're being robbed. If she felt uncomfortable about it, why she ain't just hit the
That's
button?
what I'm saying.
under
I don't
the
think
desk
it was
and
that
just
type of
move
robbery.
it?
I think it was more scamming. I think she was
And
more
if
of a
Ryan
scam thing.
Coogler is scamming, she back there, however long she back there, am I nervous or not? Because I just want the money. Like, you don't gotta go in the back. Why are you in the back? What you doing
But-
in the back? I'm out.
I just wonder if a white boy
It's
did it.
hot
How
out
would
here.
it- how
But
it would-
also-
I would give you $12,003 and let you go about your business, white man.
But Atlanta really
Here,
never
take,
closed.
take the extra change. Take the
why
extra
would you like
change
that
out
anyway?
your way.
But I heard that Atlanta is wilding out right now, so that's probably. I know that's why he probably wanted to be more discreet because I'm not sure if he ever wrote that before or is this the 1st time he got this issue. Like that just seemed like it does seem like a
And
question.
if he does that,
he
if he
would-
does this a lot, there should be a trail of how he does it. To me, that didn't seem like a good protocol.
I would like you said, we're not on the level of Ryan Coogler asking for money, making this discreet and all that. But I'm never taking that much money out of the bank and waiting for you to count it. Like
how
I
can
want
you
you to
walk out
count
of
it in
the
the
bank
office with me.
discreetly with $12,000.
Right, you ain't going. That ain't in no envelope in your hand.
Right.
Unless you get.
That's in a black
$1,000.
briefcase or a duffel bag. That's in something.
Unless you get $1,000 bills. If you get $1,000 bills, okay, you probably
Okay,
can
that's
get away
Is
with
that
it.
a real thing?
I don't know. Hopefully,
Yeah, $1,000 bills. $1,000
hopefully I'll
bills are
find
real.
out
I don't
one
feel
day.
like nobody's cashing that. Nobody's got change
Right,
for that.
but that's the thing. You still can't do shit with it. What the
right.
fuck?
That's
So
what
you got to
I'm
break
saying.
that down even
I need
further.
hundreds. I need
Right, I
hundreds,
need
buddy.
hundreds.
So he definitely was going out with
Or
stacks
20s.
in his hand.
Right.
You need
right.
20s,
A brief-
100s.
Like
at
Devin
least.
said, a briefcase, a brown bag or something.
Right.
But listen,
So
lady,
it did help when he slipped the note and the black
I need-
back over.
With a black beanie and the sunglasses on. Come on.
I know he had the bag.
Let's-
I know he had the bag. He had the duffel bag from the last
No,
time.
no, no.
From the last time.
He had a
See,
double bag.
every time I come with that amount of money, y'all need to give me a brand new embroidered Bank of America duffel bag that had it on there. I want
Right.
all that money.
Exactly.
Look how much money I got in here that I'm taking $12,000 out a day.
Right.
Did I make that up too?
Well, I'm glad that things went okay and everything got
Yeah.
settled, but it was a crazy thing that happened. We
Yeah.
make a lot of it now because we wasn't there, but
Right.
It's only funny because the way this nigga was dressed.
Right.
He's dressed like a robber.
You know that's rude. That's 101. Don't go in the bank. It's saying on the door when you walk in there. Please remove sunglasses and hats. Anything that can.
And he was like, you know what? I'm going in the bank. I'm putting my mask. I'm putting my
image
sunglasses.
that's not applicable to your
I
ID.
know we
However
in
they
COVID.
write it.
I know we in
Right.
COVID times, but when he got to the register, he could took everything off and be like, listen,
And
you see
then
me?
what? How
Hi,
come he don't
how
have
are
like
you?
somebody else? If he, how
They
come he
was
don't
in
have
the
somebody
car.
to go to the bank for him?
They was in the car waiting for him.
Get away.
He
Yeah,
said,
get
I'm
away
regular.
car, nigga.
He said, I'm regular. I'm
Probably
regular.
should have still
I
running
do this
everything.
regular. Right. It was running and everything.
Jesus. Yeah, not
Maybe-
smart.
maybe
Not smart.
Ryan
Not
Coogler
smart.
was trying to rob the bank, man.
he might have been doing research. You're like, you know what? How does it feel to rob a bank?
I'm gonna go in here and prank him,
After
and
the
they
Black
pranked
Panther,
his
this
ass.
next movie is a bank robbing movie. Yes.
Exactly. I bet it is.
Yeah, it has to be because he was a bank robber. He had to do what? He not regular. He not a regular
Right.
dude. Why are
At
you
all.
walking in the bank? Why are you waiting in line? You know how long the lines be at the bank?
No, nobody even
What you
goes to that
doing?
teller line.
Well,
Yeah.
Nowadays in COVID time, they ain't that busy. But
Man,
I
COVID
think,
times is over according to Georgia.
well, that
Never
COVID time
even
never existed in
started,
Georgia.
Right. So what you talking about? That's probably
Well,
why they
that's
thought he
why
was a bank
They really
robber.
been outside.
He's like, yo, you got too much on, bro. What you doing?
I didn't
You
know
ain't never
that.
had
Right.
that much on.
This
Right.
Negro is suspicious.
Mhm.
This nigga got a thick scully on. And
What is happening?
Right. 'Cause
In
this didn't
Atlanta.
happen in Iowa. This happened in Atlanta.
Mask mandate. What? Where? Not here.
It was
Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler, thanks for the entertainment, bro. You gave
Yes,
us some good.
I'm
That
looking
was
forward to
funny.
Black Panther 2. I know it's been a lot of issues going on, but hopefully it turns out well.
Yes.
Um,
I was just Friday, just every time I run across it in my Netflix or my Disney tile and I see it, I literally can, it's like it's become one of those movies where I can just hit start and play. It's like that. That movie to me is just whatever time of day it's on, I'll watch it or I'll just turn it on.
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
Mhm.
Something else. Oh, Jussie got 150 days in jail.
No, that was crazy.
Juicy got banged.
He was pleading. He was begging and pleading. And
He's still
after
adamant
this,
that
he did not do this.
And what if he didn't? That's fucked up if he didn't.
bro, but chances are that he did.
It's at least a 98% chance.
Right.
All right, and he stood up there and told the judge, if something happened to me while I'm in there, like this is on y'all hands.
Nope,
He
it's
did.
on you, Juicy. You should have never
Right.
been outside with your Subway sandwich in 3 a.m.
He
said,
said,
"I
I'm just trying to
respect you,
get, I'm
Judge,
just trying to have it my
but-
way." What the fuck the slogan is for Subway? Refresh.
That don't even make the joke good. The refresh. So I was just trying to have it a refresh.
Darn.
Well, that one, yeah, well, he got 150 days. I think they just put him in a protective custody because he said that whole thing about
Something happened to him.
So he put him in protective custody and in the psych ward.
Is that how
where
that
he-
works? Okay, a psych ward. Okay.
and in
Yeah,
the
they
psych
got him.
ward. So
Yeah,
that's where they have him at.
definitely don't need to be in general population. Come on.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was gonna say if I'm getting locked up and I tell the judge if something happened to me, that she gonna be like, nigga, fuck you. I don't care. If something happened to you, sorry.
Something's going to happen to you. I'm about to call Jeffro. Something going to happen to you.
I mean,
He's
he
getting on my nerves. He getting
well,
on my
he started off with
nerves.
saying, "I respect you, Judge." Like he said that first.
right.
He did say, "I understand you got a
Oh,
job
that's
to do."
But I'm about to disrespect
shit
you.
fucked up, son.
I respect you, Judge, but here comes.
Well, they said a couple. They did say something in terms of TMZ. I was watching TMZ. They said the order in which the judge, she didn't do the sentencing first. She talked in the case like about probation being the kind of the sentence or part of the sentence. So he was a little shocked that the sentence of 150 days in jail was at the top, right? Because he said the whole time they was talking about probation, and then it just like boom, the sentence is 150 days. He like, wait a minute. So he took his time to shine. He said, "Oh no, we gonna talk about this. We've been talking about probation this whole time."
Should we be mad at the lawyers? Like what the lawyers? They what kind of deal was that
between the lawyers and the judge? The judge is the one who was talking probation.
Guilty, so the lawyers ain't had nothing to do with that at this point.
Yeah, the judge ultimately got to say so.
Right. It was crazy though, because he was like, I gotta pay money and I'm on probation and I gotta go to jail. Yes. Oh, something gotta give.
Yeah,
come on. Factor right there. He got the triple whammy on him.
But
you think he's doing 150 days?
Nah, he gonna do time served like Paris Hilton. He'll be out in like 10 days.
Yeah.
I don't know how much time did he serve originally? I don't remember. A couple of days, did he?
Yeah, but they ain't gonna give that man. He ain't even doing that 150 days.
150 days is
he's doing 10 to 15 and he done.
5 months. You say it like it's easy.
I don't know. I ain't never been in jail. Don't want to go to jail.
Listen, bro, I've never been in jail either. I'm assuming that it's not easy for 5 months.
I ain't even spent 24 hours.
Yeah,
never.
Overnight was rough.
I mean, he in protective custody, so I think it may be a little easier because he's in protective custody.
You think it's easy? Man, you gotta ask somebody to use the phone and everything. Like, oh, you gotta take a shower when they say, oh man.
That should be a lie.
Right. But Jussie said,
I don't know nothing about it.
That should be a lie.
Taraji did come out and say,
24 hours, I did everything they said.
Taraji P. Henson did come out and say free Jussie because she was like, as a creator, he's already been penalized. He can't get work. So he's already lost everything.
Well,
so
see,
like,
that ain't the state fault.
That don't have nothing to do with that.
That's
like
not
Hollywood. Hire him, Hollywood.
But there is a chance that he didn't do it.
There's a 2% chance.
Well, yeah, very, very slim.
There's always a possibility.
Give me 50. Give me 50.
So you said there's a chance.
50? You say 50?
50% chance he did it. 50% he didn't. Just give him that.
I do not give him that much.
Give him. You said 2%.
I mean, they always gonna say
he did that shit. Like he hired them people. He was outside doing nothing but waiting for a hate crime to happen that he provoked. He
was walking. Shit. He wasn't like he wasn't standing still like
walking and looking
and waiting. Where these niggas at?
3:30.
You walking at 3 o'clock in the morning. I hope you got your head on.
I was supposed to get my ass beat in 2 minutes. I've been out here for 6.
I'm walking with my head on swivel all the time.
I had my head on swivel in the convention center at the car show. Shit,
as you should. As you should.
On swivel all the time.
Right.
But
I'm listening for loud pops, bangs, anything.
I'm also not waiting for a motherfucker to attack me.
He was waiting. He was taking the smoke.
Oh, waiting.
He was taking the smoke, waiting for his sub to be done.
Second of all, third of all, when the hell you ever seen Subway open at 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning? I don't care.
Chicago.
No,
it's open 24 hours in Vegas.
Yeah, open.
Where was he at? Where was he at? Chicago?
Yeah, it was open for sure.
Oh, it might be
because he got the sub, didn't he?
Yeah, he had the sub. That's what they beat him in the head with.
He got that sub.
Oh, he didn't even get brutally wounded with those. That bread didn't even hurt. That baked bread is soft as hell.
Fresh ass bread, they ain't here.
Garlic Parmesan bread.
I bet you no. That's why I heard the bread wasn't soft because that bread was he fucking bought the sandwich at 12 o'clock in the morning. That shit was old, man. I'm not trying to hear that. Ain't no fucking Subways open at 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Nobody eats Subway that early.
It was an old sub.
It was an old sub. That was a day old bread. That's why I knocked his ass out.
Evolution of beards are back. Yep, they are. I guess it's y'all three. Well, I guess I am. I'm the start. Right, I'm the start.
Oh, the evolution.
Yeah.
I'm the start.
You the start. You definitely the start. Bang, 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 bang.
But it's not on my screen. It's not in order.
It's sort of. Well, it's in order. It's in order. Boom, boom, right down.
Yeah. Well, who's second?
Me. I'm second. Then Yoda. Then you last.
Yeah. You second.
I know I'm last. I know I'm not second.
Yeah. Well, because it looked like Devins was like his
shadow. It's our shadow.
That's why I was like, Devins look a little full today.
Yeah. So chill till 7 o'clock.
Oh, you cutting that thing?
I'm cutting that thing.
That's
Yeah, gotta go to work. Gotta go to work tomorrow.
Shadow, nigga, you off schedule.
It's all coming off. Goatee only.
Should have cut it an hour ago.
5 o'clock shadow.
The time change fucked them up.
Shit, I was asleep.
5 o'clock shadow.
I was asleep.
I am beat.
Yes,
Ain't
sir.
nothing getting cut today.
No. So y'all, we all been sending it back and forth. The video that I shared with y'all of Simmons, coming out of the hotel or out of his place, going to the game for Brooklyn Nets game against the Sixers.
Ben Simmons, if I don't know who that he's talking about. Ben Simmons from
I don't say his whole name, but go ahead, you can.
Right, but
I know
this is for national audience or international audience. They're like, Simmons, who the fuck is Simmons?
Richard Simmons?
Richard Simmons, right?
Simmons from the Kiss nigga from Simmons. I meant the Kiss Simmons.
Yeah, you all good. But that video was hilarious. Just the way that everybody is just tearing his ass up. I get it.
I feel sorry for him.
You can feel sorry for him all you want.
I don't necessarily feel sorry for him, but like
get over it at this point. Let it go.
Yeah.
Just let
it's like
who us let it, like the fans let it go.
Yeah, he didn't want to be here.
Right.
He might have. And what if he actually does have mental problem? Like, then you making it worse.
They was selling T-shirts that said Dickhead on it.
Yeah, they were. They were.
They got Mr. Softy T-shirts. They got Mr. Softy T-shirts with his face on it. They got all kinds of shirts.
Listen,
like people see that's the thing though. People don't even have to give you the leeway to have emotional breakdowns or mental health issues. You're like, damn, son, I said I might be feeling some way. You're like, fuck you, son, suck my dick. Like,
nah, bro, it's not
turkey.
Yo, everybody gets leeway to have mental health issues. Like we talked about Calvin Ridley earlier. He had a mental health issue. Nobody talked bad about his mental health issue. DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Love, the list goes on and on about people that have come out recently about their Naomi Osaka was crying just last week about somebody heckling her in the crowd. Like mental health issues for athletes is more and more prevalent. I don't believe he has a mental health issue because he said he had a mental health issue as soon as he stopped getting paid. If he would have known that stopping from playing basketball would not give me any money and he had another plan, if he was smart enough to read his contract, he would have never brought up the fact. He would have been just played or figured out another way to get out of Philly. It never came up. And as soon as he did that, he started getting paid a little bit of his money because he had a mental health issue the whole time. The Sixers said, see whoever you want. They just have to give us a report so we know how you're doing because we do want you to get back on the court. We want your mental health to be where it needs to be so you could play wherever. He wouldn't do that. So how do I even know that the dude is right? How do I know the dude was even gone? And as soon as he got traded to Brooklyn, he don't got no mental health issues no more. I was in a dark place. I'm not in a dark place no more. I'm gonna play. And then he says I'm gonna play, and he's told I don't have no mental health issues. I'm gonna play, but now my back hurt. Nigga, your back ain't hurt for 2 years. But now your back hurt on March the 9th? That's dumb.
Game in the system.
That's dumb.
Game in the system.
And to be honest with you, like it's not even about being like if we're Sixers fans, what it's about is fucking Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are fucking assassins. And they feed off of the fact that we think Ben is soft.
Right.
That was their fuel to destroy us. And small games James is still small games James. Like play a fucking game where you shoot better when the pressure on.
They said that nigga gonna have to earn his beer back. They go
listen. They need to shave it at night.
They wore him. They wore him out. They wore him out
in a big game and played well, man. And it's making me nervous because this wasn't even a big game.
Right.
This was just it was big because we all talk about
hyped it up. Right.
This was just a two. And you couldn't 3 for 17.
They wore him out.
Yo, I swear, bro, I'm not 3 for 17.
I think that's the thing. I think he is gifted enough to be a number one, but he doesn't want to be a number one, so he don't even want that pressure on him. I don't think he wants to. He was cool with being a sixth man.
You're right.
And OKC, because I think he said in the interview he didn't think he wanted to be the man. He didn't think he could be the man in Houston, but he had no other choice. Nobody else did, so he had to shoot.
A lot of the reason Oklahoma City lost that championship is because he couldn't be the man. He wasn't the sixth man of the year. He was the 18th man of the year in that goddamn series. Where was he at? And that's go back and look at the stat. Like, just look at the box score.
Well, to be
He was missing.
except for KD.
No, I was about to say, don't say that because Kevin Durant
KD
is
always
special.
gonna show up because KD is
Kevin
KD.
Durant, yes, right. And James Harden was supposed to be just the sixth man. Just come in here and bang a 3 or 3.
Right.
Just 3 of them. Yeah, they both won't give me one. They won't give me one. 9 points, bro. I want 9 points. We could win this shit.
Yeah,
I think it was just bad energy in the building at that time. So it was just
right. I think it was.
That's true.
I think they should have gave him a round of applause, or they didn't. They should have gave him They should have showed the highlight reel.
No.
You know all that shit.
Who should have did that? Rob?
They shouldn't have gave him.
Should have showed a highlight reel.
Fans booed the whole team. Like every time the whole team touched the ball, they was booing just because that nigga was.
And you know, KD loves that. Like that, he loves playing angry.
You call him soft all you want. When he on the court, bro, KD is not soft. Like
he play angry. He loves playing angry. The angrier he is, the better he is.
I think that's why Embiid don't ever pay him no mind because he already know like this nigga gonna be mad.
But for them to be like Drummond had a great game, like Drummond got destroyed.
Yeah,
Steph Curry though,
Curry had a great
he
game.
is mad at his father-in-law. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah,
like,
he ain't mad. I don't think it had anything to do with.
I think he's like, yo, if we gotta trade him, if we gotta trade him to get James, get rid of him. I need James, yo. And I think they had a conversation, and he was like, yeah, my daddy told me that he said, fuck you, bro. Like, and he took that.
I don't think
and even if he didn't, even if he didn't, he had an attitude, bro. 25 points.
Fucking Sixers, though. He was like, yo, y'all want to get rid of me? Watch this.
But he's played like that even with the Sixers, so it's not like it's not. He was like the third, second or third, but Tobias had a decent game.
It looked like he was gritting on everybody every time he made a shot. He made a lot of shots, man.
Well, you're supposed to. I mean,
this was extra, bro.
Well, you're supposed to.
That's what I felt. Were you there?
Yeah, when you come back to your. When you come back to the,
from where you were sitting at. I felt it from where I was.
I could see him pointing and looking. I saw him. He probably said,
normally
probably looked at me. Well, you are back. I mean, you are back at no. I was about to say Meek.
Meek. I looked right at
looked at me and was like, "Yo,
I see you, boy."
Because it was Meek was there, Gunna, Lil Baby, AI was there, Dr. J was there, so he probably was like, "I'm gonna show off everybody on this mud."
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know I'm the best shooter ever. Like he got the best percentage ever. Like you got rid of me.
Right.
Well, this dude, that dude shot 3 for 17,
and it was on TNT. And
it was on TNT.
So Reggie Miller was there because when James did break the
he made one.
When he did pass him, he said, "Well, that's all I was here for. I was just trying to break the record,
right?
Because Reggie was here. My night is done." So
literally needed 2 or something.
He needed one. He was tied. It was tied going in. He made one. He was like 0 for 10 from the field from 2-pointers. Bro, you got to make a 2-point shot.
Yeah. What else is going on?
Well, locally, I mean, UD is doing the damn thing. Winning chips, men's and women's.
Oh, they're going
men and women's clinching titles.
So they're going to the NCAA tournament.
They are going.
March
NCAA champs. Blue hen. Whatever their fight song is.
Not my old motto. They were like 5 for 16 this year. Some shit like that. I was like, damn, they didn't fall so bad. They suck now.
Yeah, the star. They got 2 stars of the team. One's Jameer Nelson's son, and one's my frat brother's son. He was the player of the year for Delaware, Jair Davis. He is fucking killing.
Yeah, Davis. Adrian mentioned going to school with him.
Yeah,
y'all went to school with him. Y'all both went.
We went to school with his brother, with his daddy.
Yep. What's up? And shout out to the women's assistant head coach, my cousin Daryl Mosley, came from Lincoln U. Came over his first year and won the chip for the women's.
Go ahead, can we get better like a 12 or higher for both of them? Give them a 12 seed or higher. Like give us a chance.
I think the brackets are out now.
They actually are. It's been an hour. What we got though? Look that up real quick. Let me see.
I see it. I mean, but I ain't going.
Well, you can keep talking. I'll do it. Somebody talk.
Yeah. So that March Madness is about to start. Shout out to Villanova. They won the Big East as well. But what I was gonna say, this wasn't 6ix9ine said he ain't got no money. he getting broke.
Oh, Tekashi.
Somebody say he probably trolling people. But he might be on the
I
low.
don't know.
I should print
I
this.
believe they don't have money because he was doing a lot of expensive shit, like just security and shit was expensive. So
Yeah, they said something. He's scared for his life still.
And then a nigga don't make he hasn't made any music in like a year or two now. So it's
I was going to ask y'all that. That's what he does. He made music back in the day. I thought he was a snitch. I thought he snitched on famous people. I didn't know what the fuck.
Nah, he's known more popular for being a snitch at this point in his life.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I know him for. That's what he's popular for in my life.
Damn, that's like being a pee-pee boy in high school. Everybody just know.
Everybody.
Remember that nigga used to pee-pee all the time
in kindergarten. Like nigga, that was kindergarten. Like I don't care. Like I'm fucking 18. I don't care.
But he was more popular for his affiliations and his music, I guess. But now I don't know. It's not working out for him. What else is going on? I don't know how big that is because I don't even know if everybody know who Jason Lee is, but he became part of Kanye's team as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So he's like Jason Lee, even when he was fat. Like he was a good like social media nigga. Like they be having these social medias locked down.
Yeah, because he's Hollywood Unlocked. That's what that's his, right? It used to be him and but I guess they had a falling out of some sort.
Yeah,
him and
Jason Lee,
Melissa Ford.
Yeah.
But I think he's on Drink Champs, right?
Yeah, that was a good episode. I watched it. It was pretty good.
Okay. I didn't watch it
for nobody. Like he talked.
Well, that's his thing. He's like the male Whitney Williams, right?
Yeah.
So that's his brand. You gotta
Wendy Williams, she don't work no more.
No, she's like very sick.
She's sick right now, right?
Right. I think her show has been canceled, and Shepard is getting her own show.
Wait, so it's not going to be a Wendy show anymore. It's just going to be Shepard.
Yep. So that's why they have guests
running it, right?
That's why now they have guests now, and it won't be Shepard, but they're going to start her show in the fall. So she's taking the time off to retool to make her show now because now it will be Sherry's show. But Wendy Williams may come back if she ever recovers in terms of healthy enough that she can be out there.
What? What's wrong with her?
I'm still waiting for
all kind of stuff, thyroid stuff, and
she got immune deficiencies and stuff.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, she collapsed a couple times on some episodes,
right?
Like on live TV.
No, I wasn't a fan, so I didn't watch that.
Well, she did. Nicki Minaj to come out with a talk show.
Yeah. Well, the talk of the town was her interview with Joe Budden.
That interview was good too.
Last week.
It was okay. It was last week.
Earlier this week. Well, I guess that is technically.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, it was
last week now.
Yeah, it was.
What kind of questions were they?
Oh, ain't that a bitch, yo? Villanova plays Delaware.
Man, we better show up and show out.
Damn, that's some bullshit.
They're showing out. Right? They're showing out right home.
Give us, show some UD pride. I'm just saying, give us it's a local team.
Or anything can happen.
The only thing I can say is I don't know how Michigan got in, and Michigan is playing Colorado State. And I feel like Delaware could beat both of them teams.
Well, Michigan had a decent record
in the beginning.
Right.
They was on a bubble. They was on a bubble, and now they 11th. They should be 15. Switch it up.
But I think they want to see Juwan Howard come back, and who he going to punch next?
Who going to smack? Nah, 5 finger smacks.
Right.
Give out smacks to anybody. Who wants
this? Is March Madness. Let's bring madness.
But this Delaware Valley shit, Villanova versus Delaware, that's madness.
Yeah, it is crazy.
That
out of all the places they pick,
it's 68 teams in the thing.
They're not playing in the play-in game, so that's good. They're not in the play-in game. Oh, that's good because they had an automatic bid.
Yeah.
I
think it depends on how terrible you are.
Yeah, because there had been some people that won conferences, like probably from the NEC, and been in the play-in games.
But it's not even that because I think like the 8 or 9 seeds play in the playing game, and then like 2-6. It's something weird. It doesn't matter though. But Delaware playing Villanova.
Yeah,
2-15 matchup, the South region.
Let's go.
Go Blue Hens.
Let's go. You said 2 seed.
Villanova's a 2 seed. Yeah, Delaware's a 15 seed. Yeah.
All right.
Arizona's a 1 seed in that black game.
That's,
I mean, I'm a fan when
tough.
they're not playing Delaware.
Right.
Right.
That's
But
tough.
we in it to win it. So
Yeah, I'll root for Villanova if they win, but I'm rooting for Delaware. Fuck that
right.
shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of health and issues, that the news that came out this weekend was pretty, like, I guess you would say I was shocked that Tony Braxton's sister passed away from cancer.
Yeah.
It was like I didn't even know she was sick.
I remember they said a while ago, and they might have even said it on the show. I don't know.
They haven't been on the I guess the show, hadn't been on, or they hadn't really been out kind of publicly, in a while, or on any network stuff. So, she being like the sister, I would say that no one really, knew as far as like making albums or making music as much. And she's right here close in Baltimore. I was like, damn, oh my God, like she died. Well, then they started showing pictures of like her son recently got married, and then it made sense. Like it was like, oh wow, yeah, she looked a lot different in the picture standing next to him at the wedding. Like you could see that she was like thin. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, cancer is
rest in peace to Tracy Braxton.
Yeah,
absolutely,
man, for sure. That was a shock.
Yeah, I don't know if they can ever find a cure for cancer, but or because there's so many different types of cancer. So it's like, I guess you got to find a roots of what is cancer and how to. So hopefully, I think that was part of Biden's State of the Union address. He was talking about starting that back up, because I know he was in charge of that when President Obama was in office, trying to find a cure for cancer.
Well, what's in it is a lot of these foods we shouldn't be eating, in my opinion, personally. Like a lot of this stuff that we ingest and that we put in our bodies that we shouldn't, that's being approved by FDA and probably should not be approved by FDA.
Has that not proven, but can we say that does America have the highest rate of cancer? I don't know.
That's a good question. I mean, I could Google it real quick and see, but
I'm just curious, because that would be an interesting. I know it's not. Obviously, there's an island in Japan that's like the healthiest place in the world. I don't know
what they eat.
Eat rice and fish,
stuff off the trees. Yeah.
Yeah,
stuff off the trees.
All natural stuff. Yeah.
Well, I read a long time ago. I don't even know if it's true that. And if you believe in like Adam and Eve and stuff like that, they were saying that the apple is actually animals. So technically, that is
what now? What now?
They were saying Adam and Eve. The forbidden fruit was actually animals,
and not an apple,
and not an actual apple. The forbidden fruit was actually
animals.
So we are not technically. So I guess that was that might be vegetarian propaganda.
Right, vegan, vegetarian.
So Rob, to answer your question, the highest rate of cancer is Australia, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Australia. It doesn't say. It says age standardized per 100,000. Australia, New Zealand. Damn. Ireland, Hungary, USA is 5th.
I wouldn't have thought any of those countries. I would have thought that had like a nuclear bomb that went off. I would have thought like
France is 7th, Belgium is 6th. So top 10.
What about Russia? What about Russia?
Russia far down.
What about China?
China far down. Let's see. I don't see them yet.
They're not reporting correctly.
Sweden.
Yeah. What about Sweden and Iceland? Places like that where they say it's like the healthiest in the world.
Sweden 23. Let's see. Greece is 28. Iceland 34.
I wouldn't have thought Australia though. That's an interesting.
Wow.
I wouldn't.
Maybe they're getting a lot of skin cancer out
Singapore,
there.
Singapore, Japan.
Yeah, because it doesn't say what kind of cancer.
No, it just says cancer. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And skin cancer ain't that's one of the tops, like skin, breast.
The highest cancer rates was found in Australia at 579.9 men per 100,000.
Damn.
So men.
Ooh.
So it could be because surfing is a big. So maybe it is skin cancer, and the skin is the biggest organ.
Yeah, it's the largest organ on the body.
Yeah, so I mean,
science, Rob.
I would have thought it was like some places around Chernobyl or some places where the nuclear bomb went off, and I would have definitely thought it was, and in those areas. But it could be food. So that you
could
actually
be
be more
anything.
befuddled. So now it can be just genetic and food.
Yeah.
I mean, I know obesity is definitely because of the thing that we eat, because like if you see some places like, especially like in China, they come over here and then they start gaining weight because of if they take on American diet.
Yeah.
So that is something, but
yeah. And this news or research is from the American Institute of Cancer Research, so this is definitely a credible source.
Right. But I always find it funny that you eat a Cheeto but not take this COVID vaccine, but that's a different story.
Or a hot Taki. I still don't know what that is.
Right. Like, what the fuck is this?
Do we really even know what a
That thing will
Cheeto
stain.
is?
Yo, I saw a
It'll
nigga.
stain
rice
your
or
mouth, will
bread.
stain your hands,
I
it'll
saw a
stain
nigga
everything.
didn't have no charcoal one time, and he poured Doritos in the grill and lit that shit on fire, and that
Probably worked.
lit the whole time.
Doritos now?
Doritos, nigga, Doritos.
That thing was an instant flash.
What was it? What kind was it? Cool Ranch?
No, Dorito cheese. The good old nacho cheese.
Well, I read somewhere that, I don't know, allegedly, I don't know if this actually was true, but I read somewhere that a couple years ago, I think they took it out now, but there was some ingredient Papa John used to put in their crust that they also put in plastic or rubber.
I believe
they only did that here. Like Europe wouldn't let them do that.
They wouldn't let them do it. I'm telling you.
But the FDA here said,
like shit like that always confuses me, because if you don't need it, then what's the point?
Yeah.
Probably cost. It's always cost and flavor. Yeah.
Flavor.
Cost and flavor, because that's why they
stuff that we put in them, containers that we put in the microwave that we shouldn't. All kinds of things, chemicals when you heat it up. All the things that we should, really.
I'm on this vegan propaganda back to the Adam and Eve.
That
shit is some bullshit. Meat is delicious.
Got some seasons on it.
But look,
some seasons on it.
Apples is good too. Like, how dare y'all say that about the apple? Why can't it be like a beet? Why couldn't it be that? Like, ew.
Beets are not delicious.
Oh
my god,
it's nasty shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dirt. Like, let that be the forbidden. Whatever
it tastes like the earth.
Ass beat.
I think we had this conversation a lot. I want to know the first. Like, they should do like a documentary. Oh, maybe they do documentaries.
The first person
that did a lot of died. Right. The first person that said, "Let's drink this cow's milk." The first person that said, "I'm gonna eat this egg." Like, who the fuck?
Who the fuck called a crab and was like,
But you're the crazy that egg shit, you can't eat no raw eggs like just daily like that. Right. So who just I'm gonna just put this on a hot stone.
Right. Let that when you think about eggs, so eggs sometimes hatch and birds come out. Other times it's just
how did you find that out? How did you find out that the unfertilized egg we could eat these things?
Right. Like, I need to know.
Some countries they fertilize eggs too.
How we know? How do we know to pluck the chicken before we ate the chicken? Like, somebody ate a chicken's feather before.
I need a History Channel to go.
Yeah, somebody.
We talked about this we talked about this probably like 2 years ago now, but. If y'all haven't already, you still got to watch the Netflix Game Changers. You got to watch that documentary. I think you watched it, Rob. Me and you had watched it, but y'all got to watch Game Changers. That's the documentary about plant-based diet versus the meat diet, and the whole like in sports. While like everybody is taught to.
Who was first though? Like, who was the first?
I think it does go back pretty far though, because it goes back to from like I don't know how far it goes back, but it goes back to tell you like how. People that from the like I would say probably from maybe the start of their athletic careers or kind of when they really got introduced to more plant-based or meat, that's all a myth about this whole eat a high protein diet of like meat and steak and everything like to get you game ready versus a person who's doing the same plant-based diet to get ready. The plant-based diet always came out on top.
Well, yeah.
First episode of this show, Rob, is the milk, because I want to know who drank the cow's milk first, and why can't I drink the mother's milk?
Absolutely.
Why is that got? I don't know.
Yeah, cow's milk, and then who said if you just wait a little while, don't let it curdle, but that's yogurt or cheese. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand any of this.
Right.
And why didn't we do it to why can't women just give us the milk we need? Why we got to drink the cow?
Right.
I feel like it's more natural for us
because they can't mass produce that. That's why.
Why can't you?
All day, every day.
Well, because the body
pregnant women right now that got
a zillion of them.
They can't hurt them and put them in the daggone pen.
No, you
I'm just saying.
got to hurt. I mean, you can hurt them, but no, we're not talking about hurting. We saying like this is a job for you. Like you,
right?
If you consistently producing milk, you can produce milk your whole life.
Tastes like first.
I think.
We gotta pasteurize it. They're gonna pasteurize it.
But that's another thing. Who says, if you drink that raw, you might get fucked up. But boil it first,
right?
like none of this stuff makes sense.
Dr. Pastor figured out how to pasteurize.
Right, but why? What?
Because niggas was dying in the streets. But why are we drinking? Why are we drinking cow's milk in the first place?
Right, exactly.
Why can't we just drink the mom's milk? Who made mom's milk nasty?
We're the only mammal that drinks other mammals. Another mammal's milk.
That's gross. I heard cat.
Man, I wouldn't mind that breast milk though. Like, especially from a Cambodian woman.
Oh my god!
You got a thing, huh? You got a thing.
But you know, like if the girl eating Takis, if the girl eating Takis, like you don't want that milk. I want that.
That might be actually pretty sight.
Or the chick, you can have some ladies that's drunk because it come out through the milk. So now she's drunk and now your milk is
right.
Spiked.
They say don't.
Well, then you got your adult milk.
Nursing.
You got your milk for everybody.
Oh, exactly. You got adult milk.
I wonder if somebody actually tried to do that. How that would go off? If
you would get shamed.
Like you got oat milk. You got almond milk. Fresh breast milk. How many people
would not be lactose intolerant if they was drinking
organic breast milk?
Right, like
how's it organic though?
Lit.
What's it organic? She's a vegetarian or something?
No, it's organic because it's fresh.
As soon as you squirt it out, it's organic.
The titty it came out of on each bottle.
Oh, a serial number. They had their social security number lined up with it.
I don't know if you need a social security number.
Dang.
I mean, I ain't want a serial number on that.
Put you on the titty.
No, it'd be interesting how that would go over if somebody actually tried to sell it. Because I think
but they should describe. They should describe what kind of milk you getting. Like this woman.
Yeah, how you gonna lot batch that? How you gonna batch that lot?
This woman. We pumped this at this date at this date.
Time. This is a horrible this month. Like
we do need a woman.
You're gonna have to have a nomenclature for this breast pump milk because you have to have that on everything.
We can't tell. We can't say it's a Cambodian. We can't say it's a Cambodian woman. You can't tell it's a black woman. I think
breast milk is breast milk, right?
Yeah, it's a brown cow.
It's different than a white cow. Right, it can. Right, it's not different. No, I'm saying it's not.
Yeah, we can tell goat's milk from cow's milk, but we can't tell woman's milk from woman's milk. We don't know.
Right, it's a woman. Unless people. I don't know if people who actually went around sampling breast milk to say,
that tastes different. Be like this lady ate a week's worth of strawberries, so it tastes a little sweeter.
But see, that's the thing.
This lady was drinking all week, so it tastes a little.
They can have vegan breast milk versus
Crown Apple
milk
versus the Crown Apple.
Yo.
Or maybe that would be
what's gonna be the version of the almond milk?
Maybe that'd be
just
part
drink
of
a lot of almond milk. That lady drink almond milk.
That might be part of the stipulations. If you want this job, there's a diet you have to attain to.
Diet.
Also, it can't. So we got this type of milk. We got the sweets over here, the strawberries and the fruit ladies, and then we got the ladies drinking the hardcore Hennessy's and so.
You might can't do that to produce this milk product. Right. But that is a lot of pumping. That is a lot of pump.
That's a lot.
Milk.
Yo, man,
that just seems inhumane when you think of it. Like how they do
the whole.
That may be the reason why they stopped it. That may be the reason why they stopped it. But in certain countries, if it's a woman that's pregnant and she can't produce milk, and there's another lady that can produce milk, she breastfeeding that baby. So it don't
they were actually trying to do that.
That lady, aren't there milk mothers? That's all they do back in the day. Like they just give milk to the royal babies.
Right. About to say yes. In the slavery times too. They used to do it. The blacks used to have to nurse the white kids,
which doesn't make any sense.
Right. Well, I think
doesn't make you a little colored.
Yeah, I forgot what the post said, but it was a white baby on a black woman. And it said something like, "This is the same kid."
You wouldn't drink from the water fountain, but you let her drink from the breast.
Right.
That's dumb.
Doesn't make any sense.
Your logic has
It's
no
flawed.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think that's why they want to get rid of it in school because they know, oh shit, none of that shit makes sense. How do we think we better than these motherfuckers? Like that shit is crazy.
I know why.
And we need these motherfuckers.
Right.
I know why they
Like
think so.
this shit don't even make any sense.
Crazy.
So that's why they try to get rid of all the
breaking news. Do we have a breaking news sound?
No.
Uh-oh. We don't have it. Oh.
He played everything. He just played it all.
Yeah, breaking. It's talking my board breaking.
Got you. Tom Brady has unretired.
Huh?
Because he never retired.
He did retire.
He did officially
He
retire.
said less than 2 months after retiring from the NFL, Tom Brady is back.
Yeah, he said, you know what?
I'm not done.
He said, Giselle, nah, I ain't liking this.
I can't do this, baby.
Sit home with you every day.
These kids are the worst.
Y'all don't want to do nothing around here.
Well, yeah.
You don't even want to call it. You don't even want to call the maid.
I don't see you fucking with a broke nothing.
Right. Or maybe she said, he's like, go back to work, son, because you was driving me crazy, bro.
Right.
Tom,
you are the worst.
That dumbass movie where you play yourself, that's stupid. Go back to work.
His kids said the same thing. Tom, go to work.
We don't like you here. We decided. We took
How
a vote.
You got to retire when we go to college. That's when we retire.
I feel sorry for the person who thought they had a starting job on the board.
Right.
You notice they never announced that too. It's like, nah, we're not gonna say.
I mean, yeah, they might have said, let's give them a couple months.
Right.
See how, because training camp haven't started. I mean, shit.
That Joker woke up every day for 60 days and was like, I want to practice.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's nothing else I want to do right now but put a football in my hand and then deflate it a little bit and throw it.
Right, and he barely gets hit, so he's solid. He's probably good. That's the way. If you don't get hit, you can play forever.
Right.
Actually, I mean,
Right.
He got hit one time, blew his knee out. They changed the rules again.
Right.
They've changed the rules like 3 times for this dude.
Right. My hand was empty when it went forward. Got you, son. Flake gate. Got you, son.
Got you, son. My knee hurt. Got you, son. 3 times. We just named 3 times in 10 seconds.
Right.
And they done changed the rules for this dude. Why wouldn't he come
like
back?
shit? Yeah, yeah.
He like, yo, I got to stand in the pocket. I'm good.
Right.
Throw a couple balls, give a couple $1 million. He definitely was bored. He realized he got a little something on.
He got a little hit of himself. That's what happened.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Is anything else we need to talk about? I think we went on a lot of
that's a wrap.
tangents.
That was the breaking news.
Nope.
Nope.
Y'all funny, man. Y'all funny. I love y'all to death. Y'all hilarious. If y'all only knew the chicanery that goes on behind the scenes.
Chicanery. I love it.
That's a good word of the day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you spell it?
No, I be playing Wordle is hard. Wordscapes is hard. Scrabble is hard. All these word games is hard. I stay Googling 5-letter words with these letters. Fuck y'all.
You be playing Lou?
No, not Wordle. Wordle is stupid. Nah,
Yeah.
I play Wordscapes. I've been playing Wordscapes.
okay.
I did play Wordscapes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at that. Wordle,
Yeah.
I never even tried. I saw the hype, but
I'm addicted to this game, Brick Out on my phone. Like I'm on level like 2. Nah, it's like crushing the boards like with like these balls that go through, and you gotta. I'm on like level 250 something.
I think I used to play that. I played
Brick Out.
Yeah,
Brick Out.
Yeah,
that's
good.
Or maybe it wasn't.
I'm
called Brick
addicted.
Out. Huh.
I've been playing Phase 10 on my phone.
Oh, I like Phase 10. You want to get a game going? What you doing? You doing do it on the phone?
They don't let you
do opponents on the phone. I don't think so. I'm just saying in person. I got the cards.
Oh, see, I could play. I'll play for real. But the Phase 10 on the thing, they just be mixing up like it's not the same phases. You know,
Phase 10, that's the card game.
It's a card game.
It's like a rummy. It's like a rummy style Uno almost type.
Lost me at rummy. I don't know rummy.
And on that note,
yo, yeah, I got a whole nother story, but we can talk about it some other time. I had the worst spades player in Orlando ever when I was down there.
Ooh, Orlando. We should have talked about Orlando. I went to Orlando too.
Yeah, I had the worst player, but anyway.
This congeals at the bottom. Drink fast, guys.
Yeah.
Definitely
you know what I normally do? I normally make it a little icy so that way it's like super
watered down. Got you. Yeah,
I mean, I sip it and I let it Sit a little bit because I like to see the separation a little bit because it's the foam.
Yeah, you could
rise,
definitely see
and then
the
I still take it back.
You can see the separation.
But I don't let it. I don't let it sit for hours. That's done. If I let it sit that long, I didn't want it, so I just dump it.
Yeah, it was the last sip. I didn't drink the last sip, and now it congealed and looks like gelatinous.
Well, yeah, because you're supposed to roll a can and all that kind of stuff before you pour it anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I did that. It didn't help at the end.
Rolling.
All right. Well, this has been episode 157. Before we go, I'd like to know how everybody can find everybody. So, Lou, how can they find you?
My name is Lou Belgium. I'm on them Instagrams.
All
right. Dev?
Hey, Dev Drinks Craft Brew, Instagram and email. devdrinkscraftbrew@brewsandbanner.com.
All right. Yo?
You can find me in the club.
I'm like, what?
Hey.
I was like, bottle full of bug.
Hello. You can find me on Instagram at IM302YODA.
There it is.
All right. And you can find Bruising Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Bruising Banter Podcast. You can also listen to podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can even say Alexa, play Bruising Banter Podcast because we are on Amazon Music and iHeartMusic. I always forget about that. And also Pandora. I don't think I ever say that because Pandora and Apple are not really your platform that you normally would go to listen to podcasts. But you can listen to on those.
And you should start screw that Pandora and listen to the music. Listen to podcasts and specifically ours.
Yeah, and check
yes, sir.
Check the visuals out on YouTube.
Right, yes. YouTube, smash that like button, campaign to 1,000, or road to 1,000 followers on subscribers. So smash that like, subscribe button. I get subscribe, like, notify, all that good stuff that you do. I don't know how to
subscribe. Just subscribe first, and then next week. Right. I mean, just do it all.
Yeah.
Right. Do it all.
You can also go to www.bruisingbanter.com, get the merch, find out all the platforms I just mentioned. Write a review if you want to do that as well. Join the mailing list as well on there, to contact list or mailing list, all that good stuff. If you want to follow me, Rob Stay Bruising. There it is. Bang.
There it is.
I am.
Bang. 4 of them.
Bang.
I don't know why. At this point, it's just become.
It's like Pac-Man. Sounds like Pac-Man.
Yeah, I did. I tried to play Pac-Man, but it didn't work when I tried to play it last night. All right.
Okay.
See? Chicanery. That's chicanery.
Yeah. I mean, banter. It's all in the name. Banter. All right. This has been 157. Until next time.
Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.
Play that music.
Schmurk. I said cold killers. Who shot? I don't remember. That bitch on coke, remember. Fuck hoes, the rice to tell her. Made free codes, bite the pillars. I cut coke for dealers. If he